Well, hello there, camper. Say, that's a pretty nice trailer you have there. I bet you're tired of emptying that black tank. Or maybe just finding the perfect bush. You need the Crapper Trapper 5000. It's got one large bin for the solids for up to 6 weeks of use. And a 2.2 gallon liquid container to keep you going for days. As well as a nifty little trap door to keep things separate. So what do you say? Try one out. You can go with confidence and style. The Crapper Trapper 5000. Not actually called the Crapper Crapper 5000. Please see link in description below for more information. Nature's Head Composting Toilet. This has been a Scene Sprout parody. Well, hello everyone, and welcome to Scene Sprout. I hope you enjoyed that little commercial I put together at the beginning. It's kind of a, I don't know, I just felt like being goofy with it, you know. It's a toilet, and I'm honestly quite excited about this stupid thing. So anyways, I'm going to show you how to install it. I do have to admit though, being the tall guy that I am, there's not a lot of room in there for me, the camera and the toilet and the tools and all that other stuff, so I'm going to just kind of show you what I'm doing. There'll probably be a little more narration over top of this one than normal, but hopefully it's informative. If you know, there's something I missed, please let me know down in the comments and I'll try and answer your questions the best I can. So with that said, let's get to it. Alright, to start out, we're going to want to drain the water from the toilet. So make sure you have plenty of paper towel for this job. Now, I did already drain mine, but you'll want to unhook the blue water hose from the back, and that'll start draining water out the side there. Now, you'll want to drain the water from the toilet, and I found that holding down the flush bar around halfway seems to release all of the water. The next step is to remove the little caps and the nuts and bolts from the toilet. I used a little adjustable crescent wrench for mine, and there are one on each side. After those are removed, it should just pop right up, and you can put that somewhere else. Next, make sure you grab the mounting bolts from underneath the drain flange. I recommend putting those back with the bolts and the caps with the toilet in case you need it later. Next, you're going to want to cap off the water. I don't have the stuff to do it right now, so I will be doing mine later, but make sure you cap it off so you don't have a problem later. Alright, so now I need to drill the holes through here where the water line is going through. I need to drill a hole through there and back out through over on the side here for the vent and the power cable that go to the back of the toilet. So I'm going to drill through those, try and, I have a hole saw, but I didn't really think about the fact that that water line's going to be in the way there. So the water line's in the back there. I can't really use the hole saw in this section. I'm going to probably have to use a drill or something so I can get the water line pushed back in there and then use the hole saw. And then I need to go outside and figure out where, you can kind of see, maybe past all of my soaps and stuff. Underneath there, the water, I need to figure out where that runs out underneath so that I can run the power adapter cable. This thing, I'm going to splice extra length onto it so it reaches it all the way outside, but I need to run this outside and then the vent hose for the toilet as well. So that's the next step. Now for the drain plug, there is a wing nut that it comes with that's too big. It sits up above the flange, so I had to cut the bolt down and use a regular bolt nut to make sure that everything sit flush so that the toilet could sit down flat. Much better. Made a big mess though, huge mess. That's okay, we'll get her cleaned up. Now I gotta figure out where to run the hose down through there and out to the bottom. So let's go figure that out. Oh, this install is kind of it's not hard, but I'm not doing so well. I mean, there's nothing, straightforward here. I'm just fishing the wire and the vent hose here down through a hole I cut right there that goes down. I have seen where some people have put their hose down through right there, but my drain for the black tank seems to kind of go out a little bit further, so I didn't want to take a chance and do it over in this corner here and hit the black tank. So I did it right here, and this stuff runs off somewhere else. These pipes here, they run off to the left somewhere once they go underneath the flooring, so they don't actually go out underneath the trailer where they are. And you can see the light coming up from the vent hose there, right in the middle, right there. So it's not very far. It's only about 1.5 inches down underneath the floor. Probably more like 2.5 inches, 3 inches. But anyways, just guesstimating there. So yeah. So I'm gonna finish feeding that stuff down through the floor outside, and then I've got to run that wire up towards the front and splice on this cable for the fused section of things, and then that will get attached to the battery, positive battery terminal, and then the negative end will get attached to the frame, and then this end here will get spliced to the end of that cable there. And if all goes well, I'll plug it in and the fan will work, the little exhaust fan. So still a little bit more to go. I'll go ahead and I'm going to run this down, and then I'll show you guys kind of where I've put everything, because it's a really tight fit, and trying to get my camera and me and the tools and everything has been kind of a struggle for me. I've got these long legs and long arms, and I don't fit in some of these corners as well as I would like to be. So, but I'm going to go ahead and get this going, and I'll show you what I'm doing. Alright, so I'm splicing on the adapter here, the power cable. This will plug into the fan on the toilet. I'm splicing it into that wire that I have running out and down underneath the trailer. Now, all I did was just take one of these gray caps that you spin on there. You just kind of screws onto the two pieces of wire. And then what I'm doing with it after that is folding it over on itself and taping it with some extra electrical tape just to kind of keep it in line. I always worry about this where it's just like it comes up in a weird, I want it to be straight, so if things start pulling on it in any way, it stays there. So, and then I'm going to head outside and run this line along the edge of the trailer with the other wiring harness. And here I ran the power cable and the air vent down through the bottom of the trailer and along the frame. I ran the wires along already existing wire harness, as you can see along the edge of the frame there, and then the air vent very nicely actually came out right where all of the black water and gray water tank outlets are. I did put some no-seam screen netting over the end and just kind of duct taped it on. Keep them bugs out. Well, so side note, there've been some construction down the road, so there have been huge trucks up and down this road all day, and it has been hard to find a quiet moment to record anything and try and film some of these tight areas by myself. So I apologize if this is all over the place. Comment down below if you have a question of anything. I will make sure I let you know exactly what happened in between what I was able to do and Athena wants to say hi to you. Athena, you gonna say hi? Anyway, so let me show you where I'm at with everything. So I traced the bottom of the toilet onto this piece of plywood, and then cut a hole in it for the drain there, because the flange for this drain sticks up just enough that the toilet wouldn't sit flat on the floor with that drain there. So I had to cut that out. I just measured from the wall, from the wall over here, and then from the cabinet over there, to dead center where that little bolt is. I did have to shave the bolt down as well, and then that way the toilet can sit here. And what I'm going to do next is put a few screws on the edges along there to hold that piece of plywood to the ground. I did spray paint the edges there just to kind of help it match the floor a little bit better. I'm not going to really see too much of it, but you know, try and make the job a little bit cleaner. So I'm going to go ahead and put a couple of screws in here, hold that down to the floor, and then I will need to mount these on there as well to hold the toilet in place. So I'm going to kind of get that going, and then I'll show you the end results there. Like I said, this is not the easiest thing to do by myself in this little teeny bathroom, but I definitely want to show you guys the process. It's been a lot of fun, and it's weird to admit this, but I'm excited about a toilet. If you've never been excited about a toilet, this will get you excited about a toilet. And there it is, all ready for the toilet. Alright, so as you can see, got that mounted to the floor, got the brackets on. Now I need to flip the fan from one side to the other, because right now the fan is on the inside of the door here, and the hose is, you know, on this side of so you can see the hose. Maybe not. So the hose is on this side of the toilet, but the fan is over here on this side currently, so I need to swap sides of it so that I can hook it up on that side. And then I've got the power cord, which I did try earlier. It's actually gotten dark outside, so I wanted to make sure I'd ran all the power cables outside first. Got that all taken care of. Get that swapped around and get it hooked up, and then I gotta do the whole coconut core base, but I'll work on that another time. I'm almost done getting it hooked up, and it's time to eat some dinner and be done with today. So let me get that going real quick, and I'll show you guys the end. Okay, well, first off, had a little bit of a scare. Got it all set up, put it on, started plugging stuff in. Fan didn't work. After I switched the fan from one side to the other. So I pull it back over here and out of the bathroom, and found out when I was switching the fan to the other side, there's screws that hold the fan in, and then there's the cap that goes over top of it. Well, the little screws, I over-tightened them just enough to where the fan wasn't spinning. So I literally went outside, I checked all of my lines, checked everything that was connected, made sure something didn't fry, checked the fuses. I just over-tightened the screws. So that was an hour of trying to figure out what happened. So don't over-tighten the screws when you're flipping the fan from one side to the other if you install one of these bad boys. Anyways, she's all ready to go. It's all ready to go. And for you guys, for you all, I'm going to call it a night now. I'm going to show you the end result here where it's sitting. But I need to get the coconut core and the diatomaceous earth and stuff in there ready to go. It takes a few hours before it can even be used. And then I'm gonna have to test it out. No, seriously, this is something I'm really excited about. It's weird still that it's a toilet and I'm this excited about it, but it's going to help me conserve a lot of water. I don't have to worry about flushing black tanks. I don't have to worry about the grossness of that. I don't have to worry about trying to dump the black tanks. Just dump the I can actually combine the gray and the black water tank now and have 60 gallons of water. So it's pretty awesome. I appreciate you all stopping by for the shenanigans, the toilet shenanigans. I hope you enjoyed that opening little segment. I just couldn't help. I saw this thing, and when I ordered it, I was like, I have to do an infomercial on it because, again, I'm way too excited about this toilet. So thanks again, and you all have a good one.